Hey guys, I'm just here with a minute's message for you, hoping to keep it quick and brief. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about unity and what that looks like right now in this time of coronavirus. I'm sure all of you have witnessed the differences of opinion, maybe in your own families with your parents. Maybe they disagree, maybe you disagree with them. Family members, friends, teachers, there's lots of places where there is disagreement and people to disagree with, social media. But I want to encourage you guys with a couple of verses on how you can maintain unity and be an example of unity as somebody who loves Jesus and professes that. And so first I want to say that diversity is not division. And I think if we can understand that and come to grips with it, it may be uncomfortable sometimes to understand that people that you disagree with or have a different opinion with does not mean that there's division there. It just means that there's diversity in the way that we can handle things and do things. And so if you can remember that diversity is not division, that's going to be a huge avenue for you to move into unity and living in peace with everybody. I just want to read you a couple of verses. The first one is Ephesians 2:14. For he himself is our peace, who has made the two groups one and has destroyed the barrier, the dividing wall of hostility. So God is our peace. And in order to have unity, we have to have peace. And he has already destroyed that dividing wall of hostility. So those places where you have disagreements with other people, where you feel very strongly but differently from other people, he's destroyed those walls. And you might have heard the Mr. Rogers quote. He's famous for saying that his mom, I believe, told him that in bad times, when bad things are happening, always look for the people who are helping, because there's always going to be people who help. In other words, look for the good in the situation. So for right now, what I'd encourage you guys to do is look for the common ground. Look for where you can see eye to eye with these people that you may disagree so deeply with. Because the fact of the matter is that the person you're disagreeing with is a human soul that God has breathed the breath of life into, and they were made in his image. So if you have to go all the way back to just that to find common ground, then that alone should bring up some respect deep inside of you towards that person. And that respect is going to make an opportunity for peace and for you to live in unity with them. So in this time, look for where there's common ground. The next verse is 1 Peter 3:8. Finally, all of you be like-minded, be sympathetic, love one another, be compassionate and humble. Now, in order to see these people as people who are made in the image of God, there's going to be a certain level of humility and compassion that you are going to have to get yourself to do. And if we look at Jesus, that's what he was constantly doing. He was always moved with compassion. And compassion is literally putting yourselves in the shoes of another person and seeing things the way that they see them. And so you may disagree with them, but if you can get yourself to that point and be humble enough to be compassionate towards them, love is quickly going to fill you, which means that peace is going to come, and that means that you're going to be able to live in unity with them, and you're going to be able to spread unity and spread peace instead of hatred or bitterness or more division. Okay. And then the last verse is out of Colossians 3. It says, tolerate the weaknesses of those in the family of faith, forgiving one another in the same way you have been graciously forgiven by Jesus Christ. If you find fault with someone, release the same gift of forgiveness to them. For love is supreme and must flow through each of these virtues. Love becomes the mark of true maturity. We extend forgiveness because we were the ones who were forgiven first. And we all, if we can admit it, we all know that we have needed forgiveness, that we all mess up. We all do those kinds of things. So forgiving one another during this time is going to be another huge avenue to living in peace and in unity with each other. And so again, I just want to remind you that diversity is not division. It's a beautiful picture of the body of Christ. Diversity is not just in our skin color, but we can love each other and we can live in peace with each other in this time, and we can be an example to the rest of the world of people who have a deep inner peace and can live in unity with each other, even though we don't always agree with each other on everything. So I just want to encourage you guys with that today. Speak unity, speak peace in your Google Classroom, speak peace in your home, speak peace with your friends on social media and your text messages. Wherever you have any kind of influence or presence at all, speak peace, speak unity, speak love, speak compassion in those areas, and be an example of who Jesus was to us.